totally free and enjoy more of what the world has to offer in this action one, because this is where most human beings screw the pooch.
So a little one-person trampoline. Very,
If I screen shared it, like there's no excuse. Like phone numbers are just out there. You just got to pick up the phone, smile, and dial. So.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we start our mornings off right, learning tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the absolute best entrepreneur you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. Personal development. We're starting our morning off with a little fun topic about vacation and accomplishing milestones. And so I wanted to wear, this is my supposed to be fun festive, if the camera can't get a good look at it, it's supposed to be my fun festive Hawaii shirt. But we're resembling the idea of a fun Friday and vacation. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in with us this morning. And really, I wanted to go over why vacation is so important, why setting breaks up, why working all the time is actually not what we want to do, and how we can use these understandings to help us have higher quality of work, to enjoy life more and be more productive and happier in our workspace. I could get down with that if you think you guys could as well. So vacation, why it's important, why it's fun to think about, why it's good to plan, and then kind of giving some pros and cons of, we're going to pretty much stick with the pros today, but we're going to go over that, and then I'll have some fun questions for us as we move forward. Okay, let's get straight to it. Tip number one, reason number one, why vacation and milestones. And if I need to reiterate this, good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in this morning. We are at episode 250, 25% of the way done. Get this on the board. 25% done of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show. 25% done. Feels good. It goes by quick. It's been a little over a year. It's been a little over a year, but still chipping away and really excited about it. I promised myself I would do 1,000 of these suckers. So at 250, hopefully it can be inspiring to kind of just see it consistently. Maybe you're thinking of, what could I do that I could have some type of countdown? What would be some type of fun milestone I could do that I could kind of see the days go up? I was having an interesting conversation with my sister the other day, and she's telling me about this person who like laid out their entire life like goals from the year, like they would be like 100, and then they showed how many weeks that they have, and then they count off the days that they had alive. This might sound a little extreme, but I do like the counting and the metric system for something within your goals, like something to give a little numeric order to what it is you're doing. I personally benefit with that. Good morning. Thanks for coming on the show this morning. If we're able to have something consistency and we can keep track of, maybe this is a number of workouts that we're doing. Maybe it's a number of episodes that you're doing to build your personal brand. That's something that we really focus on here, is helping you build your personal brand. So if you can do something to help with that, or maybe it's a countdown. We're thinking of how many days until we have that amazing vacation. My mom was telling me that she's going to Yellowstone, and then she's going out to like South Carolina and Myrtle Beach. A little jealous, but it's like, and then there's that. Having that put in place can be really helpful and rewarding to help us understand, why do we do the work that we do right here, right now? And then it can kind of help lead us to our first point. So rest and relaxation. We have to be able to rest and to relax in order to have higher quality work when we do come back. Reason number two why I kind of went off on a bit of a tangent there. The reconnect with loved ones. Tip number two is reconnect with loved ones. Maybe you want to go on vacation with somebody. I know it's very easy for me to get caught up in work and to be like doing the hustle, bustle, and grind, and then kind of switch over into boyfriend mode, son mode, friend mode, or just like the social interactions that I want and I crave after I work. So vacation can always be a nice way to reconnect with people and help get that back on the same playing field. Sometimes feels like if you're in too hard a work mode, you're completely in a different world. So helping reconnect with loved ones when we have a plan, we're planning a vacation together, or we're on vacation together, somewhere along the lines with that. Next is boost creativity. I like this one. I like this pro. Boosting creativity can appear just from vacation. You know how you notice you have your best ideas when you're in the shower, or like when you're like going for a walk and you're letting your mind wander. We talked about that a little bit here on the show before. Just letting your mind wander. No music, no podcasts when you're going for a walk. But it can boost creativity. Just let your mind relax, be at peace, and kind of let flow, and then kind of like let things cement and connect with each other. And doing that on vacation or taking some type of break with friends can help with boosting creativity. Next point is improving mental health and being able to decompress. I know personally, I'm in front of a computer screen a lot. And whether we're writing, whether we're trying to create content, we're working with clients, I pretty much do everything from my computer. And sometimes it can feel a little overwhelming and a little much, versus when I go on vacation, I personally like to read, go to the beach, go for hikes out in the mountains, nature stuff, kind of go kayaking, or anything outdoors away from technology is kind of my good turn off and my favorite type of vacation. So trying to think for yourself, what would be good for my mental health to be able to disconnect and to dive into something like this and help improve my mental health from vacation. How can we tie the two? Do we have something planned? Next is exploring new places, just seeing different. There's something incredible to be said about like just going somewhere and exploring something new that you have. Maybe you're going to meet and shake hands with people who speak different languages. Maybe you're going to just see how people cherish and like to spend their time. Like what activities do they like to do? For example, I'm heading up to Wisconsin, the beautiful state of Wisconsin today, and how they handle their stuff and how people interact, there are slight differences compared to here in Illinois. You hear common themes that Wisconsinites are some of the nicest people on the planet, and I would agree. And I think just exploring new places, kind of seeing what they have, the foods that they offer, like how the people communicate, I think that can be really good for our psyche, and just being able to take a break from the little bubble that we create over, man, when you work at home and you don't interact with too many people. Like, yeah, I'm coaching people on the computer and this and that, but if you really think about in-person interactions, they've gone down for me significantly compared to older jobs that I've had. So exploring new places is a great outlet for me to do that. I don't know about you, but exploring new places, meeting people, seeing different ways of life, preferences, indulgences, and all that good stuff is pretty good. Improve physical health, just getting out there. Maybe your vacation has something to do with being outside and being physical. These are my favorite vacations, is when I can go out there and I can kind of take a break from pounding the weights when I'm going to go work out after this. And then for a couple days, going to take a couple days off and then just kind of rest and relax and go for just basic walks. In Milwaukee, I absolutely love going and walking by the river. And I like going walking by the lake. They have nice walking areas in the city for that. Really appreciate that and love that a lot. So improving my physical health, getting outside, getting the wind up my nose FDR used to say. Gaining new perspectives. This is pretty much in alignment with exploring new places, being able to take in, see what other people are into and see the different lifestyles that they have and kind of back it up with what you want to do kind of going forward. Maybe these new perspectives on how your friends, maybe you meet a couple people who are also on vacation and they give you a new light or new perspective on things that you want to implement in your own life. And then we can kind of mix and match the ideas of others to, it's not plagiarism when you copy. It's how does that go? It's plagiarism when you copy one person, but if you learn from a ton of people, it's called research. So if we can go out there and then we can just learn from a bunch of different people and we can cherry pick the things that actually benefit to our own situation. I think we can find vacations that would mean the world to us. We can figure out work-life balance that means the world to us. We just have to do the research behind what it is that we truly want. Next is break up the monotony. And yeah, so there's definitely a reason why I don't do this live show 7 days a week and do it on Saturday and Sunday, because to be honest, I'd probably burn out on it. I really enjoy doing this and doing the show and doing the countdown. It's like, oh shit, doing 5 days a week, you get to 250 pretty quick. But to do it every single day, I don't think I enjoy it, and I think the quality of it would go down. So maybe you're asking yourself, how can I break up the monotony? Maybe it is a vacation. Maybe it's just taking a nice, necessary 10-minute break in between tougher tasks that I know I have to complete today. Maybe we can brainstorm and sit down and we can write in our handy dandy notebooks, journals. They're $1 at the store, getting out the notebooks and asking myself, how can I break up the monotony today? How can I break up the chaos just a little bit and kind of take breaks, take it in bite-sized pieces, breaking up the monotony? Maybe you take 5 minutes to plan your vacation for the goals that you're about to, so you plan vacation for hitting one of your milestones or goals. Because what's life really about? Learning new things, the quest for knowledge, continuing to explore. I feel like I learned so much when I hit these milestones. Then I'm able to just reflect on what has been going on. What do I appreciate about it? What do I like about it? How can I change and mix it up for the future? And additionally, my reward. Is this really what I want? The hard work leading into the vacation, the combination of it is my experience, my total experience. And is this the total experience that I want? And we need to be able to learn, what is the experience that you want? What is the work that you want to do? Do you enjoy your job? And do you enjoy the types of vacations that you get to go on? Because these are the experiences that are going to ultimately make our life enjoyable, not enjoyable. Do we have any things that we must do or really want to do before we get too old to do it? These are good things to think about on this wonderful, fun Friday. And lastly, increase productivity over the long haul. There's more and more studies that are continuing to come out that support this ideology of working less hours at a higher quality than working 80 hours a week, 100 hours a week. I've met people who work 120 hours a week, and it's like, Jesus, like it is just a lot. And they seem pretty stressed and bogged down. It's really hard to be, it's very simple to be a human being and to be a good human being, but it's very hard to do this consistently, because people who I see work 24/7 and make a bunch of money, a lot of them, like they don't have six packs. They're not in like really good shape. And then a lot of people who I see are really, really fit. They might have a really good business, but their ability, like how much time they dedicate to trying new things and going on vacations, might be very limited. So you can see how there's just all these different pieces of, and we call in coaching, there's this thing called the wheel of life, where it's like money, health, career,
your environment, like a lot of the big ambiguous things in your life. And it's really hard to balance all of these things, but that's truly what we want, or that's what I want. And that's what allows me to enjoy my experience that much more, is when we're able to take everything that we truly care about and create a nice harmony. This word harmony continues to get thrown around a lot, and I like it a lot. It makes sense. It's like living life in harmony is good. Too much of anything is bad. Less is more. Moderation for most things is probably a good thing. So can we think of how we do that for work? How can we show up? What times of the day can we bring our highest quality of work? How can we shut off and be able to work on ourselves? Because you got to improve the relationship with yourself. Number one priority. You got to understand ourselves. We got to improve our relationship with ourselves. If we want to change the world, then we have to change ourselves. So these were 10 reasons why it is so important to have vacation. Again, go through them. Rest and relaxation, reconnect with loved ones, boost creativity, improve mental health, explore new places, improve physical health, gain new perspectives, break up the monotony, learn new things, increase productivity over the long haul. So now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen on just a few questions we can maybe ask ourselves. Let's go ahead and get this guy over here. So I'm going to kick that off of the screen. So these are the questions I wanted to go over today. So question number 1, what plans do you want to make? What plans do you want to make? Do you want to go to, maybe we're thinking about where we're currently at. Maybe there's a certain place you want to go. Today I'm wearing a Hawaii shirt. Maybe it's a dream for you to go to Hawaii. Maybe it's a dream for you to go to some national parks. Maybe you just want to go to Disney. Where do you want to go? So maybe just taking time to set some countdown timers. How many days out? Let's go ahead and I'm gonna stop underlining that. It's kind of making it hard for me to read. So countdown timers, how many days out? Maybe 100 days until vacation. Maybe it's maybe we can sit in our notebooks, kind of reflect on this if we don't have already, or maybe we're just taking time to be grateful about the upcoming vacation, taking time to be grateful about the upcoming vacation. What would it take to make that possible? So this is where some planning and reflecting will definitely have to come in, asking ourselves, like, what planning and what resources do we need? How much will it cost? So like understanding vacations usually cost money, time frame, planning in general. We might have to do a few of these for things, money, time frame, planning. What would it take to make that vacation possible? And like, what's the milestone that deserves this? So this would be the milestone. What is something you've accomplished over the last 6 months that deserves an applause and appreciation? What is something you have accomplished over the last 6 months that deserves an applause and appreciation? So, for example, I quit smoking drinking, and I am on episode 250. Let's go. 250 this fine morning. So these are some things I'm pretty pumped about. These are things that I think deserve a nice round of applause. Quitting drinking, quitting smoking, and on a quarter of the way done with this morning show. So think of what are a few accomplishments that could cause you to feel good, that to make you want to celebrate about what you have coming up. What plans can we make? Do you want to go to, again, these are some things I want to do. Go to Hawaii, go to national parks. Maybe you want to go down to Disney, or figuring out how long that takes. What would it take to make that possible? Getting that in our plans, our money, and our timing. And then just understanding, like, what are the milestones? Writing down these milestones to help anchor where our goals are at and where we want to do. Where are we at? And where we want to go. These are some things to think about, some things to reflect on, some benefits of vacation. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove my screen share. I hope this was helpful. Hope this was inspiring, this fun, amazing Friday. We're able to visualize just a little bit where it is we want to go, what it is we want to do, and how we can make that possible. Make sure to celebrate the milestones along the way. Enjoy it, because what's this hard work really for? And what do we really have? I'd argue that the hard work is for knowing that I'm growing and evolving and I'm heading in the right direction, and also to feel good more often, to enjoy the moment. All we have is the present moment, right? So cheers to that. Cheers to vacation. Cheers to hard work. And cheers to you guys having an amazing, fun-filled Friday. Enjoy your Friday. Have a great day. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode, 251, live Monday morning. If you would like to work with me one-on-one personally, I have a 6-week course that is absolutely life-changing, game-changing. It's creating a life map for you to really deep dive. It's just a fun, affordable personal development course to help you become a better you, to take the rock star in you and become a bigger rock star. So if you want to improve yourself, create a life map of where you're at, where you want to go, and be held accountable by a coach who really cares and wants to support you, send me a direct message. Other than that, that's all I got for today. I'm rolling out. I got a few things I want to knock out before I head out of town, but it's going to be a fun one. Cheers. I hope you all have an amazing, fun-filled weekend. Love to you all. In case you need to hear it today, someone does love you. I love you, and have a good one. Cheers, friends. I'll see you on Monday. Episode 251, 7 a.m. live. Be there, be